up, boys? We're back with another base design. This one's for solos, duos and trios for vanilla servers. Base is a little bit smaller than what I'm used to making, but hopefully I've made it work, and we'll see if you guys enjoy the base. So we're going to start off with roof ramp up to second floor where we approach from. We've got a single door, double door airlock protected by some shocking traps that are quite useful. Underneath us is the refinery that you can access through the floor, so you can cook your crude. Got our pumpkin door that leads through to our level 2 where we've got a box underneath. Up to the right is shooting floor, and through here is towards core. I'll do the shooting floor first, and also there's a window here I guess you can check from, but we just keep this shut so people can't get an idea of the base layout. Up the ladder hatch to the shooting floor, I'll just show you all the peaks we have. So we have the half wall, low wall peaks, just normal embrasures. Door peak downs, you can't actually get through this gap. I think you can get pushed through it. So if someone is stuck in your shooting floor, they can get pushed through this. However, yeah. Also comes with some side peaks on this as well. And then just your normal door peaks as well that you see on other bases. So 360 degrees around the shooting floor, you can see all around. No one can really hide. And you can also go up one more level. And you can just land minicopters and stuff up here. I wouldn't do too much up here, it's not that well defended. But yeah, we'll head down now. This time if we take a left from the pumpkin door, then we're going to come through some garage doors. And we'll approach our Dropbox loot room, so just drop whatever you want here. And it's just defended by floor metal and a metal and window frame. Just as extra honeycombing, plus 3 furnaces as well. We've got room for that here. There's only 3 furnaces I've placed, but I'm sure you'll find a place to place more. Garage door and armored double. This would be, I would keep main loot in here to be honest with you, on second floor. So this is the loot rooms. These are completely unlootable with the new stair thing where you can stabilize the stairs. So all these loot rooms are unlootable. As long as you lock these boxes, you'll be able to access these. So you've got 6 unlootable boxes, and then you've just got some extra ones up here. Small boxes and a locker as well. So this would be main loot. I would keep a lot of stuff in this area if I were you. And then we'll make our way down to TC. Down the ladder hatch we have our tier 3 room for bags. Another loot room, but I wouldn't keep too much in here. I'd put this stuff in the unlootable one. And then we've got TC where I can show you the upkeep. Not a bad upkeep, I'd say this is really cheap, definitely doable for even a solo. So yeah, that's the base. Hopefully you guys want to know how to build it now, and we're going to get onto that now. This base is built around the new unlootable loot room that involves the ramp piece. In order to build the loot room, you do 2 foundation squares. Wall in a square. Place a ramp inside, a raised one. Double check it's raised. Then place a smaller one. Then remove the floor the ramp's sitting on, and then we have our unlootable boxes. Alright, so this base is super simple to build. There's no floor stacking or multi-TC, it's an easy footprint to follow, so yep. We're going to start with 2 triangles, raise them a little bit though, so we have room for a refinery. Next we're going to build a square off of all the triangles. Fill in your gaps with triangles. Make your way over to where there's 2 triangles and put a square in a triangle. Do that on the other side as well. Next we're going to find out where we're putting the refinery. I'm going to put mine over here. Let's place a square, triangle, triangle, and triangle. Put the refinery down. Just to check the footprint works. It does. Next we're going to build a square off of all the other squares. And that's our footprint for just now. I'm going to show you guys what to upgrade. We have a few more triangles to place and then the footprint's done. All the new things are placed in twig, and you can go ahead and upgrade them to stone as well. This is the entire footprint, and this is our entrance side. Next we're going to wall in our TC. Leave room for a campfire. Finish it off with a window and then wall in 2 squares. Add in 2 frames, a ladder hatch frame, and then floor it off. I'd recommend that you upgrade all of this to high qual if you can. but if not, just do the floors. Make your way over to this side where the refinery is, and we're going to start building our entrance. Wall in the refinery. And upgrade to stone. Now we're going to add in some more walls around the core. These 3 walls can be metal, and we're going to wall in our square as well with stone. Fill in the floors, and go ahead and upgrade these 3 triangles to metal if you can. Now we can add triangle roofs, so we can get up, and that's what the base looks like so far. We can go ahead and do what we've just done to the exact same side. Your base should look like now. If you head back over to the entrance, we're going to build a window and a door. We're going to come outside towards the triangle and place a half wall and 2 triangles. And that's going to go over our refinery. Next we're going to place a double door and a wall. To do the trick with the refinery, you need to place rugs over the triangle. If you've done it right, you should be able to access the refinery through the rug. Turn it on and off, and people will only know it's there if they can hear it. Next we can add a floor over this and add our windows and doors. Place shotgun traps here later on when you get the VP. Next we're going to raise up the rest of the base to our 2nd level and add floors on top. Next we're going to start working on our unlootable loot rooms. Go ahead and demolish these 2 squares. Make your way down, place a half wall, a square and a triangle, and do the same. Go ahead and place a half square and another one. And you can upgrade both of these to metal too. Go ahead and wall in your 2 squares at the top. These 3 walls can be stone. Also add a metal wall on the inside. Next we're going to start working on our loot rooms. Go ahead and drop down inside one of the squares. Place a box up against the wall, as close as you can get it. This is going to be quite hard placement. Make sure you have the code lock facing you, or the rectangle facing you where the code lock goes. Then we're going to place a box on the right. Rotate the box, and one on the left. And if you place your code locks, they should all face you. Go ahead and lock them, and your team need to get all the codes. Now you can add a twig floor over that, and we'll forget about that for just now. Go ahead and do the same to the other floor. Once you've placed in all your boxes, we're going to add the ramps inside of our sealed off squares. So if you just pick one, and we're going to head over to it, and we're going to raise up with a ramp. Make sure it's high up, upgrade it to metal, and make sure the floor underneath is metal as well. Same again. Another high one. Upgrade that to metal too. Now we can place our ramps over our boxes. Go ahead and upgrade them to metal too. And demolish the twig underneath. So that's your unlootable loot room down here. This is what the base looks like now. We're going to go ahead and raise everything up to the 2nd level. Place walls all the way around the perimeter. Go ahead and upgrade the square to stone and everything else to metal. Approaching from the entrance, the triangle on our right will be our jump up. I prefer ladder hatch because it's more expensive. We're going to place another wall here. And wrap doors all the way around. The square on our left is a loot room. You can use this for drop boxes. I recommend you upgrade this to metal and this to metal, as it works for honeycombing. I use this triangle for furnaces, but it's up to you what you want to use. We'll add in more doors. And go ahead and add in some lockers or whatever you'd like to in here. All of this can be metal. So that's the main loot room done as well. We're going to add floors over all of this. Follow what I upgrade. I'd recommend that the remaining twig pieces are upgraded to armored if you can. Next up, we're going to build the shooting floor. Make your way over to the extra triangles that are outside your base and build 2 frames. Add a triangle off of it and a triangle at either side. These will be your door peaks. Upgrade the floors to metal and the frames to stone. Do the same on the other side. Next, make your way over to one of the squares and follow me. Repeat those steps on the other 4 squares. A lot of blocks in the shooting floor are soft-sidable from the outside, so we need to upgrade a lot of things to metal. I didn't add this in the tour, however I think a ramp would be fitting inside of these squares. This will allow you to peek down lower onto your base using the low walls, and gives you a nasty peek on the window. Go ahead and add doors and windows on your door peaks, and I would upgrade all of these blocks to metal. Add in your floors, which will be metal as well, and repeat that on the other side. In our 2 gaps remaining, we're going to place a triangle frame, upgrade that to stone, and then we can place some triangle roofs. I'd recommend doing this from underneath if you're having trouble. Next we're going to wall in this triangle here, add a single door, and a ladder hatch to go up. The rest of the shooting floor can be floored in with stone. And next we'll add an airlock on top. Place in your windows and your doors. Now that you've finished the roof and the shooting floor, all you have left to do is add in some embrasures, doors, and boxes wherever you'd like. There's space for furnaces, your tier 2, and your tier 3 wherever you want to put them. If you're stuck for ideas, then just use my video at the start. And yeah, that's how you build this base. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.